Welcome back to the GoBros YouTube channel. Today we're working on this 50 horsepower Yamaha outboard motor. It's hard to tell, but it's got a little bit of a bent shaft. You can kind of see it there. We're gonna go ahead and get this all tore apart, pull this shaft out, and there's our replacement one. And while we got everything out, we're gonna go through and replace all the seals and get this thing ready for the water. Keep this as one assembly here. There's a couple washers and a spacer. That can all just stay on there. And set this aside. Then you got a spacer here. Just a side note, before you get any further than this point, just go ahead and drain your oil out. I thought I could do it without draining the oil and ended up draining it later in the video. Just go back and forth and slowly walk this out. Just like that. On the bottom there is a small little pin, about that big. Show it to you. Okay, and then take this shaft to the bench. Okay, so now it's time to transfer all our parts from the old shaft to the new one. They look pretty good. Okay, so you got this plunger on the end, a little dowel pin. You got this washer here, slide that down, slide that on your new one. So you got this coil, wire coil, and a pin inside. So that pin needs to come out in order for this collar to slide off. Alright, so that's kind of what I did. I just wrapped it around this part there. This pin should slide right out now. Just like that. Okay, got the pin out. Inside there's where that pin goes through, and then a small spring. I'll take those out. Put those right in our new one. Okay, I'm going to line this pin up before that. It's inside our new one now. Slide this back on. That can really only go one way because the splines have to line up in that hole right there. Put your pin in. Once your pin's in, you can slowly slide these back. Just like that. Okay, so now that's in there. Moves like it should. That washer's on. This pin is back in like that. And that is ready to go. Pop that bugger out. You got one more in here you gotta get out. Just like that. Okay, got both of those out now. That is the part number for these. Two of them. Just put a little bit on here so those seals slide down nice and easy. Alright, so now go get yourself a socket that is the same size as this, and we're just going to use that to drive these down. Then I'm going to use a socket or anything will work. Slowly driving this thing in. The first one goes in upside down. Second one goes in right side. Okay, get the second one started. Okay, just like that. Should slide right over that. Okay. Looks good to me. Pull that up. Pull that sucker off. Okay, part numbers for the smaller, the thin O-rings. Right there. And the larger O-ring. That one right there. Slide this on real carefully, making sure you don't cut it or slice it or something like that. Okay, there's one. Two. And this larger one. Okay, fresh seals. We can go ahead and put this back in the lower unit. In order to keep this little pin in from falling out when you tip it up to put it back in the lower unit, I just put a little bit of grease in there. Not very much, just a little bit to hold this pin, where if I do that, it doesn't fall out. This all back on. Just like that. All right, everything's put back together. Got some fresh oil in it. All new seals, new shaft, nice and straight now. We're excited to get out fishing this year. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you learned something, and we'll see you in the next one.